Hey YouTube, this is my Singer 111 W153 walking foot machine. I'm kind of posting this as a response to some input that I just recently received, and I'm hoping just to point out a couple things. If you've seen my other videos, you know that this is it's an older walking foot machine that I acquired, and I'm learning about as I kind of work on it and fix it and try to fix it. I don't have any prior experience to these machines, so I really don't know what they're supposed to look like when they're running perfectly good. I'm kind of just winging it and learning as I go, reading as much as I can, and some of the YouTube viewers have been helpful. But anyway, one last input that I received, and I just checked on it, and it seems to be correct according to one of the YouTube viewers. Anyway, I just wanted to point this out. This person had said that basically the issue is the feed dogs are not feeding them the material correctly. It is not pulling the material through. It's actually kind of going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and it's not really feeding the machine in one direction or feeding the material front to back. It's really just kind of like holding the material back and forth. So that kind of led me to, the feed dog mechanism, and there's a cam here. One obvious question is for me is, so this is the feed dog right there, and this cam right there, whatever you want to call it, washer lobe thing, it has a set screw, and it's oval, and as you spin it, you can kind of see the movement that it creates. It creates the feed dogs to go up and down, up and down. This offset, this is your stitch length device. Depending on, I have it as big as I can make it. It kind of bottoms out at a certain point, so I have it all the way as big as it'll go, and you can see because this is very ovalized here. So you see how much movement you have there. So that creates this, that turns this, that turns this, that helps feed the material with the feed dogs. So one of the viewers said that the take-up bar up here, when it's at its highest point, the feed dog should be at its lowest point. Okay, so high, and low. I marked it right there just so I have a reference point, and in fact I actually do have it set that way. So when it is right at its highest point, this is at its lowest point. The feed dogs is at its lowest point. So when the take-up bar comes down, this is on its way up. So as you can see, it is in fact on its way up. Now, my question is, or like one thing that seemed to be obvious to me, but maybe obviously it's not. This shaft has a flat spot on it, which in most cases is where you would want to screw a set screw, such as this one. However, this lobe does not seem to match that, because I had it set to the flat. I had the set screw set to the flat, and that was not working correctly. So I'm wondering, is that normal for you to be off of this flat spot with the set screw? Because it just seems like that should not be the case. Usually they put a flat spot in there purposely so that you put the set screw on there and it won't spin. You won't lose your movement there. So that would be one question for all you YouTubers. Is this supposed to actually, the set screw, let me see if you can see the set screw right there. It's right there. And the flat is down here. So it is not on the flat anymore. Maybe it doesn't matter. I don't know, but it seems counterintuitive to me because normally that's there for a reason, and the reason is so that you can put a set screw on there and lock it into place. Anyway, so that's really what I wanted to touch on. Now I'm going to show you what the feed dogs look like. Another thing is, here's another thing that somehow changed, and I don't know why or how it changed, but when, let's see if I can get some more light on there. The bars here don't seem to be traveling their full distance. So you can see here, right there, there's an oil stain. That's where it used to go all the way up and down, all the way up and down. So now watch where it goes now. Right there. See that? It's not going through its full travel. And I don't know why. Nor do I know how to really fix that. And so anyway, I want you to look at the feed dogs. See now, what does not seem to be correct to me is this front foot, when the needle comes down and the front foot is touching, it is walking, it's pushing forward. It's moving forward and then back, forward and then back, forward and then back. Do you see that? To me, right there. So right there, it should be going backwards. Instead, it's going forwards, then backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards. So that's why the material is just not going anywhere. I really am not sure how to solve that. The feed dogs I got, I think, to the correct height. They do appear to be coming as forward as it goes. But to me, that something is just not right. It's like that this foot is actually pushing forward, going down, pushing forward, coming down. And I didn't play with any of this backside stuff. I didn't touch any of this stuff really. So that's why I'm wondering what happened. What did I do that caused that to not go through its full travel anymore? And also, how do you fix this from not coming forward and then going backwards? I mean, I don't think that's normal. See, I'll put some. I'll show you real quick. If I just put some material there. So watch the material. So that's down. It just doesn't. It's not actually pushing the material anywhere. It's just holding it in place. See, right there, right there. That should not be pushing the material forward. At least it's less. I don't get it. And of course the needle timing is off a tiny bit because I moved that shaft over. I moved the shaft over a little bit to free this up a little bit. So anyway, maybe you guys can help me out with some of those questions. Thank you.